So when does a narcissist finally leave you alone? If you've been with one, you know they don't usually walk away quietly. They leave, they return, they disappear, they reappear like a cycle that never ends. But there are moments, there are behaviors, and there are conditions that finally make a narcissist stop. Let's break those conditions down. The first one is they stop when you stop supply. You are a source of supply to them if you don't know. And usually, if you stop supplying them narcissistic fuel, they will stop. They will finally leave you alone. And narcissist finally leaves you alone when they realize you no longer give them supply. Narcissistic supply is your attention. For those of you that are asking, what is narcissistic supply? Number one, your attention. Number two, your emotional reactions. Number three, your loyalty. Number four, your empathy. Number five, your energy. And so those are the things that constitute narcissistic supply. So if you stop giving him those things, the narcissist will definitely leave you alone. A narcissist survives on these things I've mentioned, these five things that I mentioned. And the moment they see that you are done feeding them, they lose interest. That's the honest truth. This is why going no contact is powerful. This is why blocking them shuts down the fuel. This is why being emotionally flat confuses them. This is why gray rocking drains their power. When you become a quote and unquote dry well, they stop seeing you as useful. Now, the second thing is they leave when they find new supply. Yes, a narcissist will leave when they find new supply. Not because you are no longer useful, but because they find that they cannot find that supply with you. And so they move on to another person. They replace your supply. This part hurts. And when they replace you, you hurt. I understand it, but it's true. A narcissist is most likely to leave you alone when they have secured new supply elsewhere. Narcissists rarely wander alone. They need praise, they need control, they need admiration, they need attention, and someone to blame. So if they have a new target who gives them the energy they want, they shift their focus away from you. And it's painful, I understand. But just know that it is good news for you because it will finally leave you. But this does not mean that a new person is better. I tell you, it simply means the narcissist is feeding on someone else for the moment. Now, the third thing that will make a narcissist finally leave you is when they realize they can't control you anymore. This is painful for the narcissist, but I tell you, it's good news for you. Control is everything to a narcissist. They might leave you alone when you stop reacting. They might leave you alone when you set strong boundaries. They might leave you alone when you stop being scared of them. They might leave you alone when you refuse to argue. They might leave you alone when you don't fall for manipulation. Lastly, they might leave you alone when you detach emotionally. When they realize they no longer own your emotions, they feel powerless because the narcissist thrives on controlling your emotions, provoking you, making you react in an angry way. But if you stop feeding those provocations, I tell you, the narcissist is gonna feel powerless over you. And narcissists hate feeling powerless. They will always want to feel powerful over other people. That's when they retreat and go somewhere else where their tactics still work. Now, the narcissist is also finally gonna leave you if they back off. If they back off when you expose them. When you expose them, they will back off. They will leave you. And so narcissists thrive on image. They like to have a certain sort of image. They like to be perceived in a certain way. And so when their mask starts slipping, they panic. They may finally leave you alone if you see them clearly. If you call out their lies, they will finally leave you alone if you refuse to keep their secrets. Also, if you expose their manipulative patterns and also you mirror their behavior back to them. You also become unpredictable. Those are things that will make them finally leave you, because if you become unpredictable, a narcissist cannot handle you, because then they cannot tell what next you are going to do. Nothing scares a narcissist more than someone who sees behind the mask and can no longer be fooled. The next thing that will make a narcissist leave you finally is when you heal. Healing is powerful. Healing is a tool that will enable you finally get over the antics of the narcissist. I tell you, a healed person is useless to a narcissist, and that's why I always tell you on this channel to get healing. Focus on your healing. Stop running after the narcissist. That's not the most important thing. The most important thing is your healing. And so focus on your healing, because when you are healed, you are useless to a narcissist. A narcissist can do nothing with you. When you grow emotionally, when you become confident, when you love yourself, when you strengthen your boundaries, when you reclaim your identity and stop seeking their validation, the narcissist loses all leverage over you. I tell you, it's a powerful place to be in. I know what I'm saying. When you are healed, you no longer fall for the antics, for the tricks, the tactics of the narcissist. Healing is your freedom, because the healthier you become, the less they can manipulate you. Eventually, they leave you alone because you are no longer a match for their dysfunction. Will they ever try again? That's a big question to ask. And I tell you, they are. Yes, most narcissists may try to return later, especially during weak moments, especially during holidays or transitions. But their return depends on one thing: whether they believe you still have something to give. If you truly cut off supply, they move on. And so if you're dealing with a narcissist right now, I want you to remember that they don't stop because they care. They don't stop out of respect. They stop because you become unavailable to them emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And if this video resonated with you, please go ahead and download our 100% free ebook on 11 Bible keys to healing narcissistic wounds. I tell you, it's a powerful read, and it contains 10 Bible verses that saw me through narcissistic abuse, as well as 13 affirmations that saw me through narcissistic abuse. Go ahead and hit the link in the description for the download. It's 100% free, so the link to download it is in the description. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in my next.